What is up, folks at home? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to dive into the top 5 baits that I'm going to use in the month of September to catch bass. So September is a month of transition from summer patterns into fall patterns, cooling off water, cooling off nights. Let's dive into those baits we're going to use in September to catch some bass.
That one. Yep. Good one. That's a thick boy too. Let's go.
First up, you guessed it, is going to be the 1/2 ounce buzz bait with a Rattleworm 4.5 trailer on the end. In the month of September, literally fish are going to pull up shallow from deep. Turnover happens. They're going to spread out on shallow cover, vegetation, anything that's alive. You're going to get a lot of mats and junk in the water. A buzz bait is a fantastic way to fish it. Now, I love the Rattleworm 4.5 on here in either a bluegill color or my personal favorite, this white one right here. That nice tail kick on it gives a really good look for fish. I love to fish this early in the morning and, believe it or not, at 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon when those fish are up on shallow cover. Buzzbait will generate bites. It also is an efficient way to cover water. In the fall, you got to cover a lot of water to get bites. The buzzbait is one of my favorite ways to do it.
Hey. What? Big one? Oh yeah!
Where's the kicker? Where's the kicker?
That's 4-pounder. That's big bass right now. Oh yeah. Oh, look at that. Freaking.
Coming in at number 2, a target-oriented bait, the Wacky Rig Sinko. For whatever reason, in the fall turnover, the Wacky Rig Sinko, especially in transparent colors, in scattered vegetation like this, does a fantastic job of putting big fish in the boat. A lot of guys hate on it, but this time of the year, it's hard to beat. You are going to be around fish that have seen a lot of things, and the unassuming profile of the Sinko can get you bit in those situations. It's a great follow-up bait to a moving bait. It's just going to get you bit, trust me. Coming in at number 3, we're going to have the jig head rigged craw. Now, I like to throw the cheer craw. Caden likes to throw that new Crush City craw. Both of them are going to work to catch fish, but we really like the skirtless craw this time of year because fish have seen a lot of jigs. They've seen a lot of things come through, so throwing that craw, especially on a weedless jig head, up into the junk, up into the slop, is going to get you bit. It helped us out in our tournament. Caden's been fishing a lot the past couple weeks, and it's really turned into a go-to bait for him.
Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Ah, 5 hands. 5 hands. Number 3, baby.
Coming in at number 4, you've got the crankbait, specifically the medium diving crankbait. Here is the Belew's MR6. We really enjoy this crankbait a ton. It's once again about covering water efficiently. Caden has been fishing this crankbait a ton lately and has been catching fish consistently. He caught a big bass in that Wawa Sea tournament on it. He's caught a bunch of bass on Robinson with it. That crankbait is coming into its own in the fall. The crankbait bite is going to heat up as bass turn on and start to get motivated by bait fish. They're going to start to hammer that crankbait. Crankbait bite's going to get really good. We're looking forward to going to Max and Cucky in the next few weeks and hammering those smallmouth on a crankbait. The MR6 is a good medium diver. Also, the Rapala DT6, one of my favorites, another classic medium diving crankbait this time of the year. Dig it around there, find some fish. Once you find the fish, you're going to absolutely crush them with a crank. And finally, coming in at number 5 is the tube. I like a motor oil colored tube with chartreuse tips this time of year. 1, because the crawfish are coming out, and 2, because the tube is really going to replace the Ned rig for me early fall, late summer. It's just a finesse bait that's going to get bit. The tube is going to stay in rotation all the way through till the wintertime. It's one of my favorite transition baits. Dragging it all the way from shallow water to deep water, it's going to get bit. Plus, it's just like a finesse bait for me. Like, a lot of guys have stopped fishing the tube in favor of the Ned rig and other things. When fish see a tube, there's something in it that just makes them want to bite. This is when I've got some of my biggest fall into winter bites, but also when I've got some of my biggest summer into fall bites. It's a great transition bait. You can fish it anywhere. I like to throw it on an 1/8 ounce jig head all the way up to a 1/4 ounce jig head or a half, depending on how deep you are. Crack it, rip it out of those weeds. Remember, guys, fall transition is all about moving a lot, finding where the fish are. You've got to move and cover a lot of water to find fish. They're not going to be stacked up in certain areas, but when you do find them, wherever they're at, you can really hunker down and hammer on them. It's just about covering water and finding where they're at. You got to go in with an open mind and kind of find the fish. Remember, they're not going to be on every dock. They're going to be on one. They're not going to be on every break. They're going to be on one. Those fall bass are moving into those transition zones. You really got to cover a lot of water, a lot of empty water to find them. Great picture of fish under the dock here. We hope you guys enjoy everything on the channel. Give us a like, subscribe if you do. For more, go to those links on Omnia. Check them out. Help us out there. We'll see you out there next time, guys.